What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We are in the division. Excuse me. And what we're going to do here is kind of look over the patch notes, and then I'll give you my kind of early impressions. We'll take a look at a couple things inside the game so far. I did post like 40-something minutes of just gameplay when I first started with the update. Didn't really look at everything yet, so I'm just going to take a look at the patch notes that are right here in front of me. I'll have a full list over on the NOG community forums, of course, of everything that's for the update, and we will definitely have several videos going over specific stuff, but we'll just, kind of go through a little bit here. So, patch notes. The West Side Pier, you're going to be spending a lot of time there. Okay, and now this is a free update, remember, so everybody gets the West Side Pier, everybody gets all this content. It's about 10.5 gigs on PC, and there is a bunch of stuff to go through. There is a lot of different things, and so far I've been pretty happy myself personally, impressed with what I've seen, and it's a constant barrage of enemies at you at all times, which is nice. But you got the West Side Pier, completely new area. We'll definitely go look at that here in a minute. You got Skirmish, new game mode between two teams. I haven't tried that yet. Obviously, you'd have to have a group of the guys on in order to do that. The Rogue 2.0 system, yay, finally. We'll just quickly look at that here. The optimization station, the gear improvements more or less. Haven't really looked at that yet, so we'll take a look at that. Resistance. Introducing the Resistance, which is basically the new endless game mode. We'll definitely be doing some of that with a group of the guys, or with any of you guys when I'm live streaming. We'll definitely do some live streams with it. And if anyone's on when I'm live streaming, you want to get in the group, that type of thing, you are welcome to. You'll hop over on the Discord with me if you want. That's fine. And then underground changes. These are the big things here. And then there's some new weapons and gears and all that stuff. But so the West Side Pier. Completely new area, accessible. You've got the Resistance, you got the skirmish modes in here, you got new enemy factions. The map does stretch over 2 name zones, Piers North, Piers South. Obviously, as you open those, you get XP for that. New safe house, Camp Clinton, which is where you're going to be spending a lot of time, which has a new hub, similar to the terminal. You may actually not be spending much time at all in a terminal with everything that's located inside Camp Clinton. The new dynamic spawning system for enemies. New special assignments, which has been fun. Daily assignments have been fun. And West Side Pier accommodations. And there's also other things to, you got to search for and unlock. If you check out that video that I did, you'll see I'm finding all the little stuff to look for, of course. We'll go through it anyway. I'm sorry. So you got the Skirmish, which is the team-based stuff. We'll go over that. I'm not a huge PvP guy, but I have played a lot of PvP in this game. And so I'm sure that we'll give it a try. Okay, so I'm sure we'll give it a try, see how it goes. But I want to go through a lot of the other stuff first in several videos. Rogue 2.0, let's just look at this. This so far looks pretty decent here. So now to go rogue, an agent needs to toggle their rogue status before being able to do any damage to friendly agents. Any member of their group can choose to also go rogue or leave that group. Okay, so now you're not being forced to go rogue. Manhunt levels and objectives have been added. Agents reaching manhunt status will now have an objective to interact with, which will reward manhunt caches. Also, non-rogue agents will see a general area of the manhunt objective and will be rewarded for stopping the manhunt agents. So there's definitely a step in the right direction with this, where you're not forced in being rogue if you're running with a group of people. Obviously, if it's all your buddies and you're not in a random, then you may all be choosing to do it anyway. So now they're called the Optimization Station. The gear optimization provides all new way for agents to invest their favorite gear and achieve the perfect min-max build for their playstyle. Agents can take any of the gear to the new gear optimization station and spend division tech to improve the quality of items' stats towards their cap, which I noted my cap is not as high as the cap's been raised, I believe. And I haven't really noticed it. But I just noticed it now that 1.8 is out. I'm like, wait, I'm not at the top cap anymore. But so this is something we're going to definitely explore. Maybe we'll just quickly look at it, but I want to go into like a full exploration in a video. Resistance. This is the interesting stuff, the PvE game mode called Resistance, teaming up for the first time to fight against division agents. Enemy NPCs continuously spawn in waves as the agents try to survive as long as they can. Yes, we will definitely be doing a few different, there's actually like 3 different Resistance missions or places, map points that you can go and do this. This new game mode takes place in 3 of the areas. As I just said, I'm not even looking at that right? Agents can start an event from the map or by walking up to the arena's location, located at the West Side Pier, and initializing the event from there. Resistance combinations have been added, so that's going to be a good time. Also, when you're running through the West Side Pier, and you're doing the dynamic stuff that they've now got in, okay, the dynamic daily missions and stuff like that, you will be facing all the different enemies, and they'll be at whatever world tier you're at, or you choose to be at, and you will constantly be facing them. So as you're moving around, they will be out there, and they come from all directions, so it does make it a bit more challenging. It's a bit more challenging to set everything up, especially if you're going solo. You're going to be constantly doing that. And there's lots of places, if you spend time looking through the map, that there are that you're able to get your ammo. Okay, supply caches to get your ammo back, whatever. So keep an eye out for those. Underground changes. This is looking pretty interesting for me, and I've spent a lot of time on Underground. I haven't finished Underground, but now that they've made more changes to it, I'll probably be spending some more time. We'll do a course on the live stream, and we'll do videos. So Undergrounds have checkpoints. Hunters have been added to the Underground as a random spawn. When they show up, there will always be one more hunter than there are agents present. So if you're by yourself, there's going to be at least 2 hunters. If you're with a group, let's say you're with a group of 4, there'll be at least 5 hunters, that type of thing. Slain hunters have a chance of dropping exotics now. The Rave Room from the end is New York mission has been added to the room rotations. The old directives have been removed and replaced with new ones, so that brings new gameplay options. New directive panel added to the Tactical Operations Center. New quick launch options in the Tactical Operations Center for the daily, the 3-phase, 5 directive operations. Underground daily operations and weekly assignments added. Underground has been given weekly assignments and will reward a weekly cache, which contains an exotic. So now you have more opportunity to be and play in the Underground for that weekly. That's going to be awesome, to be honest. Rewards have been increased overall, and new Underground commendations have been added. Now, this is the best part right here so far. So now, this stuff is not here yet. The new classified gear set. So we got the Alpha Bridge, we got the Banshee Shadow, we got my favorite, the defense gear. We've got the Fire Crest that I've been starting to work on, Hunter's Face, and Path of Nomad. Okay, and they've kind of finally gone through breaking it down. These are going to eventually be put in. They're not in the game as of yet. I can cover these at another point, but I just want to quickly just look at the top stuff. So the Alpha Bridge 5-piece set is going to give you 25% health regen, 10% weapon damage bonus, and a set bonus of 6 pieces is going to talent improved Alpha Bridge. Okay, Banshee Shadow set 5-piece, 20% loot in the dark zone, 5% damage to target out of cover. 6-piece is going to be the talent of improved Banshee, which basically they talk about it right there. My big one, of course, will be first the defense setup to go all the way. So the 5-piece set is going to give you another 15% protection from elites. So if you do it right, I believe you can start out with a base 30% with the defense gear if you do it right. Get another 5% ballistic shield damage resilience. You know I run damage resilience because that's the best one to do. So now I'm going to have an extra 5% once this gear comes out, and I get it. The 6-piece set is going to have improved frontline. For me, this is one I want to talk about. So, ballistic shield deployed. The melee damage is increased by 2,000%, and all overhealing the agent receives is applied to the ballistic shield as healing. After receiving a damage threshold from receiving physical and exotic damage, the ballistic shield grants a buff to the agent and all group members within 15 meters for 6 seconds. The duration of the buff is increased by 2 seconds for every 3,000 stamina the agent has. So I have stamina on mine is just about 5,000. So well, obviously 6 is going to be 8 seconds right now. If I change that, if I move that up higher, which I don't really have a need to, but we'll see how things move around. If I have a need to go higher and maybe get up to 6, then that's going to get you another 4 seconds. So that'd give us a 10-second buff. But yeah, the physical damage buff, the armor increased by 30%. The exotic damage buff, the weapon is increased by 30%. The Firecrest set I'm pretty interested in. That's one I've been starting to go for. Incendiary grenade capacity, 5% flame turret range, 20% flame turret damage. The set bonus, the 6-piece, is going to give improved Firecrest, which is the bullets have a 2% to cause an enemy to burn. Burning targets can cause a fiery explosion when killed by bullets once every 10 seconds. NPC set on fire by the flame turret will burn 25% longer for every 2,000 electronics. Generally, you're running a pretty decent electronics in there, so that's going to be pretty nice. So every 2,000 electronics will burn 25% longer, so I'm near 6,000 on mine, so let's say I could burn it for about 75% longer than normal. The Hunter's Faith piece, optimal range, headshot damage, precision. 2 consecutive shots are needed or you lose the bonus damage. The Path of Nomad set with the 10% health on kill, improved Nomad Resolve. Amount of healing from Nomad's Resolve on here. The 6-piece bonus, the Nomad's Luck, 50% chance to have no cooldown for Path of Nomad, takes 60% less damage for 10 seconds. Predator's Mark, we got a 10% reload, 8% assault rifle, 8% SMG, set bonus, improved Predator's Mark, Tactician's Authority, they upgraded that, skill haste, skill power, and the 6-piece set is the Tactician's Authority also here. Interesting new exotic weapons in here now. Whoa, sorry guys. We got the House, which is a new SMG. We've got the Big Alejandro, which is a new LMG. We get the Devil Marksman Rifle, which will be the new Marksman Rifle. We got the Heal, which is another Marksman's Rifle. That's all coming. Premium vendor changes. Players can now obtain all new vanity items and collections by unlocking the encrypted cache Mark II. The new premium vendor is over in Camp Clinton, which we'll go over here in a few minutes. Like I said, I'm going to have all the full patch notes up here. There's a lot of stuff, as you can see, in terms of changes. A big thing, though, is going to be your weapon balance changes on exotic weapons. You'll see there's a huge list where they've actually had their damages slightly increased, except for the Pecan that has had its damage slightly reduced, but the spread has been decreased, so it's probably offset itself a little. The Medved has its range increased, and its spread slightly decreased. In terms of regular weapons here, we get the damage of high RPM weapons have been decreased. The M4, M5, and MP7 have had their damage decreased. Kind of upsetting because I like my M4, my lightweight M4, but I've not had really any issues with it the way I've set it up with my talents. Adept will now give a single stack of its buff, which is refreshed if another skill is used while it's active. It will no longer stack multiple times. Okay, fixed instances where Rapid would stop working, and fix an issue where Battle Buddy would apply twice to an agent after they've been revived by a support station. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of different things here. So we got skills, we got new combinations in the patches that you can achieve. The new classified gear stuff, they've made a few changes here where there was problems with loading and putting the pieces on. Missions and HVTs have been updated a bit. Fixed some bugs here. Incursions, survival. Again, underground. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. I'm going to have all this stuff listed, and we'll go into further detail on all this as we break down the different sections of this and kind of explore them a bit more. If you have any particular questions about anything and you want to see or discuss more or learn about more, please do leave a comment below and I'll try to hit that up first. But we'll be doing a variety between live stream and just regular videos. So stay tuned for all of that. All right, and then you have just the regular patch notes for the new West Side Pier, the Skirmish, the Rogue 2.0 optimization station. This is pretty much all the stuff we've already just discussed. So with that, yeah, let's see if we can just hop right in here just for a second, because I'm actually in Camp Clinton. So let's let it load. I'll just take a quick walk around Camp Clinton with you, and then we'll go from there. Like I said, if you have anything you're interested in seeing, please do let me know in the comments, and we'll try to hit that point up first. Okay, new West Side Piers assignment. As you can see, this is pretty cool, pretty awesome looking. You've got a whole bunch of stuff going on in here. You got the special blueprints vendor. Okay, so this is just like over in the terminal. You have your blueprints vendor, and you can get whatever you're looking for out of there. Of course, I'm always looking for the 256 or higher, but I don't have enough right yet. But I have been playing a bit, obviously. We have your special equipment vendor over here. Again, so this is going to show all your items you can buy, of course, with your Phoenix credits. So you got your exotics and your full list of everything. Again, probably don't need to go back to the terminal because he's got everything sitting right here that you'd want to use in the new area. Premium vendor. So as you can see, what we've got here: encrypted cache, emote, provoke, which is the item of the day. A couple different stuff in here. It's just another spot for you. You've got encrypted cache Mark II, encrypted cache Mark I. Okay. These are what they were talking about. So now you can do this because I had a key. Boom. So we got a motorcycle jacket blue. Let's inspect. That's pretty cool looking. We get the oversized slouchy black. Inspect. That's the little headpiece. Thank you. And the MC scarf. Specialized scarf. Let's take a look at that. Oh, it's the okay. Yeah. I like the little MC scarf. There we go. Let's definitely equip that. What jacket was I using? I could go with the motorcycle jacket, I guess, right? Extra cipher keys. I still have all that free stuff. That's what I got left from the free credits that they gave us a while back. So back to getting all my stuff for encrypted marks, for encrypted caches, new skins, all that good jazz. So right now, this is a new mission that just popped up. 15 incendiary kills, and I'll get a special West Side Pier cache out of it. You basically got your same HVTs over here and all, but they're over here. Restock. Let me restock, and then we have a couple things upstairs as well. So you won't spend a lot of time resistance leaderboards. You've got your recalibration station. Wow, I can't speak. And then we've got the new optimization station here, which I haven't really explored much. Ooh, pretty. But we'll take a quick look in here. So you have access to everything. You go to weapons. If I look at my PP19, of course, you can see what you can do. I'm one level short. So how do I raise that? With the Vision Tech and credits. So select optimize loadout item. Optimizing this item will modify one or more loadouts. Okay, so it's going to optimize this. Division Tech. It's going to require 50 and 250,000. Do I really want to do that? I don't want to mess up my I wonder what it does. Optimizing, huh? I mean, I don't want to ruin my PP19. I don't want to spend extra tech that I don't need. How about I do this? Let's go over to my Liberator. Let's select the Liberator. Let's optimize. Let's optimize the Liberator, see what happens. Optimization successful. Holy crap. Okay, so I'm up to a 281 now. So this is just going to cost you more money to optimize and raise your levels up. Okay, so let's come back over to the PP19. No. Select this item. And let's see here. Optimize this item will modify one or more loadouts. Yes, because I have it as a loadout. Okay, well, I mean, I guess we can give it a try and see what happens, right? Optimization is successful. Now I'm up to a 284 on this. So, interesting. Still the same talents, none of the talents change, but the increase... Okay. So that's basically what that does. Optimization station is just going to cost you some money and it'll optimize for you, apparently. Let's take a look here at my PP19 now. So it has optimized it. Still running small vent brake, small optics, C79, extended mag, right? So it didn't really change anything. I don't know what the optimization is. Probably just in your damage and your RPMs and stuff here in your... Not really 100% sure. We'll involve ourselves a little bit more in a future video on that and just kind of see how that all works out. Anyway, comments, questions below. I will catch you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.